Hello everybody, this is Dr. Snow, your total health professional, and I'm going to talk to you today about the 4 things necessary to sustain life. They are oxygen, water, food, and nerve supply. Let's talk about oxygen. You know, our atmosphere used to be about 40% oxygen, but due to pollutants in the air today, it's only about 20% oxygen. We are a nation of shallow breathers, and cooked and processed foods, which makes up most of our diet, contain less oxygen than whole raw foods. So what can we do to get more oxygen? Well, we need to exercise. That'll increase our deep breathing. We need to practice deep breathing. Take some time each day to do some deep breathing. And we need to eat whole raw foods and get more oxygen into our system. Now, water. Our body is over 90% water, and it's the most important nutrient. Without it, we can't utilize the other nutrients in our body. Studies show that proper hydration is key in warding off some autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. Aging, in many cases, is just a process of dehydration. Now, you should drink good filtered water, and it should be at least 1 ounce of water for every 2 pounds of body weight. So just take your body weight and divide it in half, and that's how many ounces of water you should drink per day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, that's 75 ounces of water per day. Carbohydrates. I'm talking about food and nutrients we need to eat. Carbohydrates are not the bad guys. If they're good complex carbohydrates, they shouldn't be simple processed sugars. We get complex carbohydrates from raw fruits and vegetables. We also get them from whole grains. Make sure it's a whole grain, not this enriched, quote-unquote, enriched wheat flour, because if it's enriched, then what they've done is they've taken everything good out of it and then put synthetic vitamins in it. So make sure you get the whole grain. Also, 50%, this should make up 50% of your diet, these good carbohydrates. Now, fats are important in our diet also. Omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids, olive oil, we get those from olive oil, from flaxseed oil, cold water fish oils, eggs, avocado, real butter, and this should make up about 30% of our diet. Now make sure you go easy on the eggs, avocado, and real butter. Just because they're healthy fats in there doesn't mean there's not unhealthy fats in there, so you don't want to overdo it on those. Proteins. Proteins we get from deep green leafy vegetables. We get them from raw nuts, from legumes, and from lean organically raised animal products. And that should make up about 20% of our diet. Now talk about nerve supply. You know, the nervous system controls and coordinates everything that goes on in the body. The brain's the master computer, communicates with the body through the spinal cord. Nerves exit off the spinal cord in between vertebrae, and they go to every single organ, tissue, and cell of the body. So nothing happens in the body that isn't coordinated by the nervous system. In fact, in the last minute while you've been sitting there, your body has performed over 7 million functions, all under the complete control of your nervous system. Now, those nerves, again, exit off the spinal cord in between vertebrae. And if there's a misalignment in those vertebrae, that can pinch on that nerve and interfere with the communication from the brain to the body, and causing that organ to malfunction. Now, here's some interesting notes. It only takes the weight of a nickel on a nerve to reduce its function by 60%. And only 2 to 10% of the nerves in the body transmit the sensation of pain. So you can have a nerve that's pinched and not even know it. Yet the organ that nerve goes to is only getting 40% of its normal nerve supply. Eventually that organ is going to malfunction. So what causes subluxations? Well, they begin right here at birth. Studies show that the average force applied to the spine during delivery is anywhere from 90 to 120 pounds. Imagine that much weight on a baby's spine, that much pull on a baby's spine. That can cause some trauma and some subluxation or misalignments in those joints. Whiplash, another cause of subluxations. Now, whiplash is when there's a force applied to the spine faster than the body can react. It causes micro tears in the ligaments that support the normal structure of the spine, allowing the vertebrae to be moved out of alignment. Trigger points, buildup of lactic acids and other metabolites in the muscles can prevent proper relaxation of those muscles, causing those muscles to pull the bones out of alignment. And poor sleep posture, sleeping on a pillow that's too thin, sleeping on a pillow that's too thick, sleeping on our stomach, or sleeping on our back on a pillow that doesn't support the normal neck curve. Those things can cause subluxations or misalignments in the joints of the spine, pinching on the nerves, interfering with the function of the nerves. You know, disease is caused by two things. It's either a deficiency in something we need, or it's a buildup of toxins in our system. Toxins build up in our system today because of pollution in the air and the food we eat and the water we drink. Also because of poor diet. We eat processed foods and things that don't help our body to remove toxins. And lack of exercise. We don't get enough oxygen. We don't get enough metabolization going on to help remove toxins. And subluxations. Subluxations, again, interfering with the nervous system, the communication from the brain to the body. Organ systems do not function properly, and we get a buildup of toxins in our system. Deficiencies are caused by, again, pollution. Pollution interferes with the proper absorption of the healthy nutrients and things that we need, so we get deficiencies. Poor diet. We eat poor diet. We don't have the proper enzymes, the proper things we need to metabolize those foods and utilize those foods, so our body becomes depleted and we get deficiencies. Lack of exercise, again, can cause deficiencies. Again, that increased metabolism increases and increased oxygen intake increases the removal of or increases the utilization of those nutrients, so we can prevent deficiencies. And subluxation, interference with the nervous system. Again, the body is not functioning properly, the organ systems are not functioning properly, and so we don't utilize those nutrients, we don't absorb those nutrients, and we get deficiencies. So it's up to you. You can have a poor diet, you can have lack of exercise, and you can have subluxations. Or you can eat right, you can exercise, and you can get regular chiropractic care. Understand that chiropractic is a choice to live. It is a way of life. So go ahead, log on to my website at www.westvalleyfamilyclinic.com. If you have any questions, feel free to write to me at Dr. Mark Snow at westvalleyfamilyclinic.com. That's DrMarksnow at westvalleyfamilyclinic.com. If you're in the Salt Lake City, Utah area, feel free to give us a call or come by. Phone number is 801-955-1555. Thank you.